Hey guys, what's going on? So today I have a few interesting things to share with you. I came across a really cool spreadsheet. I guess this information was data mined or something. It was shared on my Discord server. It's probably on Reddit somewhere, so sorry that I can't credit immediately who it actually came from. But regardless, there is some really cool information here. We're also going to go over why the Wood Titan is the easiest Titan. But first we're going to talk about what makes each individual Titan special. Looking at the level 1 Light Titan, we can see it has 1,000,000 HP, 5,000 attack, 1,200 defense, 20,000 recovery, 25% crit rate, 150% crit damage, which is actually just 50%. It's like the equivalent of seeing your Astromons with like that 50% crit rate, you know how it is on light types. So all of that is pretty normal for the Titans all around, but what makes the Light Titan special is his 30% resist compared to everyone else's 15%. So Light Titan has double the resist as all the other Titans. That's what makes him really hard. Moving on to the Water Boss, we can see straight away what makes the Water Boss special, and that's his double defense. The Water Boss has 2,400 defense constantly, whereas all the other Titans have 1,200. Besides that, the Water Boss is pretty normal on all points. Of course, his seal on the passive skill is very annoying, 2 turns, and the attack down can also make you do even less damage on top of his double defense. Another thing to note is that all Titans' passive and active skills have an 80% chance to land, so it's not completely guaranteed to land, but a pretty high chance there. Moving on to the Dark Boss, he also has 5,000 attack like the rest do, but the thing that makes the Dark Titan special is his natural 200% crit damage, or 100% when you're looking at your own Astromons, and that's typically how Dark types are. Apparently all Titans also only have a 25% chance to land a crit, which does seem a little bit low considering how many crits I see usually. So Blind is probably very, very awesome for the Dark Titan because of how powerful his crits are. You want to make sure you minimize the chances for him to crit. Moving on to the Fire Boss now, you can see he actually has 1,000 less base attack. Maybe it's just generally 20% less throughout all the levels, because if you look down here, level 51 through 54, Light, Wood, Water, and Dark all have 10,000, but Fire has 8,000 attack power there. So the Fire Boss always will do apparently 20% less damage. Everything else though does seem about the same. The thing that makes the Fire Boss special in this case is his AoE stun and how that can really screw up your team. The first 8 generally are seen as the lower tier of importance sort of Astromons because they can just get stun locked over and over and over. So you're really only doing your best with your last 8, at least that's how it is in my case. And now we're moving on to the Wood Boss, and there is absolutely nothing special about him that makes him any sort of difficult. He has the normal attack power as the other 4, the same defense, the same recovery, although I'm not sure what recovery plays a part here, same crit rates, same crit damage, same resist, and to top it off, both of his active and passive skills are just sap. Now, of course, all those saps can do a lot. They definitely can eat away at your health, but they're not going to stun you, they're not going to seal you, so nothing that actually prevents your units from continuing to kill. So if you have some good healers in there and you can heal that amount of sap, then you actually can do tons of damage. Not to mention, I think we do have the biggest roster of fire damage dealers, so that's also another thing to keep in mind. Also, defense breakers seem to be quite common in the fire department as well. That's basically why I think Wood is the easiest. You're free to disagree with me in the comments below if you want. That's just from my experience, and the stats here suggest he is easiest just based on the statistics. He doesn't have double defense like the Water does. He doesn't have more crit damage like the Dark does. He doesn't do any AoE stuns like the Fire does. He doesn't have double resist like the Light does, etc, etc. I assume all of this data was data mined because it actually goes all the way to the level 200 Titan. Maybe this will be something that'll be implemented later, although I can't really understand because at our current state, most of even the top guilds haven't passed like level 80 Titan. Maybe they have gotten there, I'm not sure, but level 200 Fire Titan has 1,617,880,000 HP. That's quite a lot, yeah? I'm not sure if if an entire high-level guild with the entire week of all battles could kill that one Titan. 1.6 billion. Also, this chart is very useful to see what the next Titan you're going to be fighting is, like his HP and such, especially earlier on in the week when they only have a couple million HP and you have some like heavy hitters in there and you don't want to like waste too much damage. So like, for example, if the level 17 wood boss is coming up next and you have people that can do well over 2.6 million to the wood boss, you may want to be like, no, maybe you should hold off until the level 22 wood boss because he has 4.1 million and your damage would be better there or whatnot. So yeah, I'm going to be linking this chart down in the description below. Also, they have all of the active passive skills for all the Titans, so if you're not too used to that yet, that'd be a good opportunity to learn it. One last thing, if you didn't notice, by looking at the graph, you can see every cycle of new Titans increases their damage by 500, at least the light, wood, water, and dark ones. Of course, fire having 20% less only gets a 400 attack boost, but every other Titan goes up by 500. This continues all the way down to Titan 200, so there's not like any bigger incremental jumps. That's something I kind of found weird because it kind of felt like at certain points they would have a huge attack boost, like when we get to like level 50 or something. It feels like they're like really killing my units quickly, but I guess that's really not the case since they are going up incrementally. But I guess 500 maybe, no, it should actually mean the same amount. But I guess when you think about it like this, the level 1 Light Titan does have half the attack power as the level 51 Light Titan. So I guess that's something to look at. But their defense, recovery, crit rate, crit damage, and resist all stay the same throughout the entire duration of the week. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, that is about it for today's video. Tell me what you guys think about this information in the comments below. Also make sure to drop a like if you did enjoy. I would really appreciate it. Thanks as always for watching, and until next time.